Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Zucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. It is the fucking 18th, 4/18. 4/18. Yeah, that's cool. We're moving on. We're moving along. It's a real nice day. It's cold, though. It's colder out here in New Mexico. But right now, it's nice. I have a really great view of the sun setting on my balcony. It's really nice. Yeah, shit. It's Sunday, like I said. Excuse me. I gotta do some grocery shopping today. Nothing major, just a couple things. Gotta get some AAA batteries, though. My Amazon Fire Stick told me that my batteries be almost done, almost expired. So gotta get new ones. And I'm usually pretty good about having batteries on hand, so I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. But it's all good. I'll have them next time. I have AA, excuse me. Oh man, I'm Burpee City over here. I have AA, no problem. But they need a triple. I'm Alcoholics Anonymous, and they need fucking, that was what it should stand for? I don't know. What does AAA even stand for? American. What does AAA stand for? American Automobile. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I could have come up with that at some point. But on the spot, I'm not trying to even go there, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I guess I'm I'm Alcoholics Anonymous instead of American Auto Association when it comes to my batteries, which I keep in my fridge, by the way. My friend's like grandma or whatever the fuck, she had them in her fridge when I was a kid. I remember being like, what the? And she like was like a scientist and told me some shit. I'm like, oh my God. Whatever you say, lady. So yeah, so hey, I'm NFL draft is coming up soon. I love me the football. I love me NFL. I play fantasy football, so it's definitely cool. And that's something that like you pay attention to the draft a lot more because you play in fantasy football, without getting too into it, you play with all of the skill position players. So like the wide receivers, the tight ends, the running backs, the quarterbacks. Those are the players that you pretty much play with. So you're always watching the NFL draft with with a little bit of a different lens. But yeah, so I have in fantasy football in this format called Dynasty, where you keep all your players. Every year you just draft the incoming rookies. So it's important to see where they get drafted to, because that means a whole lot, believe it or not. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be watching like film, taking notes, reading up on some of these guys, so that way when it comes time for my rookie drafts, I'll be able to know who I want on my team. It's a lot of prep, but it's so much fucking fun. So much fucking fun. I love it. You can play music while you're watching these videos and doing your research. And then when you see a guy that you really like, just love his style of play and stuff, and you get excited to see where he gets drafted to, it's the best. It's the best. Also check this out. I do Ancestry. I haven't done the DNA, but I just like signed on, and family trees and all these other things. And I got a hold of a third cousin, on my dad's mom's side, which is Portuguese. And it was cool. Like, I guess Ancestry has some chat format, and I messaged her probably a couple months ago, and she messaged me back yesterday. Then we traded out Instagrams, and it was cool. She sent me pictures of my grandmother, which I had never seen. I've really only seen one photo. Or one that I should say I have. I may have seen like another one or two when I went to visit my aunt, but it was really cool. She was really, really nice, really friendly, really open. Just really, really cool. And then sending me those pictures of my grandmother was really just surreal. I don't know if anyone's done the ancestry thing, whether you do the DNA or just sign on and you look at your family tree or you connect with maybe other folks who are in your family. It's really cool. It really is. It's something that I've been doing as far as like family research, probably the last 10 years, something like that, maybe more. But with Ancestry, it's interesting. Every couple months, you get like a little bit more like information because more people are signing on or they're linking more articles that have to do with your family to your family tree or whatever the fuck. So, it was really cool. It was really neat to like talk to her and, hear about like my grandmother a little bit. And she was asking, I think, her mom and her grandmother her mom and maybe one of her aunts. I sometimes get a little bit lost in like who the hell's who. But yeah, that was really cool. I've been swimming a little bit more, which is nice. That's been really good. I got to do a lot more stretching when I swim. I got to do a lot more stretching, like foam rolling, and then with my softball in a sock, working out all those knots in my back. That's been good. Swimming's been really good. I swear, I don't swim for a while, and then I start swimming again. And one of the best parts about it is like when you're finished, you really feel like your body just did a whole fucking workout. And you're not depleted or you're not like exhausted, but you do feel like you exerted yourself and stuff, and it's sort of refreshing. So, I was enjoying that swimmer's high, I guess you'd call it. So I'm doing a top 20 Deftones songs with a couple friends of mine. It's due on 4/20. We're just going to email it to each other. We're doing top 20 Deftones songs, so our favorites from 1 to 20. And then we're doing our least favorite song and best opener song, best closing song, best cover song, best remix. And it's been so fun. I've been listening to Deftones like past 2 or 3 weeks, like nonstop. Like all their albums and stuff. It's been so fun. And creating a list, and then I put it all to a playlist, which really helped. Before that, I was just writing song names that I really liked, and I had like 50. So once I cut it down and put it into a playlist, it was much easier to scrap the songs. And listen, it's just like I love Deftones, and picking their top 20 songs. Some of it is easy. But then you get, closer to 20, it becomes a little bit more difficult, to be honest with you. It's like, which one of my children am I going to feed tonight, I love all of them, but, which one is going to get recognized? But yeah, it's been so much fun, and I can't wait to see some of my friends' lists. And I will share it on here. I'll talk about it and stuff, and I'll post it on my Instagram and all that shit. So definitely be happy to share that. And it's due on 4/20, which is Tuesday, which is hilarious. I think that's a cool holiday, if you're into smoking weed or just whatever.
Marijuana smells good. Marijuana smells good.
Yeah, it does. Which is cool. I think any of those sort of theme holidays, whatever, I don't even call this a holiday, but just any of those theme kind of days that are fun like that, where you can listen to reggae or your favorite like weed songs or whatever, favorite songs to sort of just chill out and like smoke too. It's really chill. I love that side of marijuana. I love the whole connection with music. Honestly, it's probably the number one thing that drew me into smoking it recreationally, is just like how amazing music sounded, or the whole connection with it. It's just so awesome. So that's cool. I mean, honestly, I'll probably listen to Cypress Hill and Sublime and all that. I have to work that day, and I'm gonna go probably go swim and all this stuff. But I'll have my Cypress Hill, Sublime, Marijuana. I have a playlist actually. I'll have to share it with everyone on 4/20. It's cool. It'll be fun. All right, well shit. Let's get this thing going. All right, we've been at 10 minutes just blabbing here. Let's get on to the self-care tip of the week. right, sweet. So I found this online on Instagram. It's again a great resource. It's from, let's see here, Nedra Tawwab. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. It's a cool name though, nonetheless. Nedra Tawwab. She posted. It is removing people from your life, like a couple, like a list, maybe like 10 or 15 of things that like you can consider when you need to remove someone from your life, or you have removed someone from your life, or you're, considering it, or whatever the case. And I thought this was good because this is not an easy thing to do. At least for me, it's hard for me sometimes to let go. Maybe it's that fear of abandonment thing going on, but this is it's healthy. It's healthy to know when you're not connecting or they're not reciprocating or whatever the case may be. That way you know when to, or I should say, you know where to put your energy from there. So I'm just going to read through this list. It's a list about removing people from your life, and sort of how that might look. First thing says you love yourself. Okay, that's really good. You love yourself. You're not going to take, someone who doesn't love themselves and is abusing themselves or abusing you or just being a dick or whatever the case is. And it's good. To love yourself isn't always the easiest thing. So that's a really good the first bullet point here. The second one is you weren't emotionally equipped to handle the relationship. So again, it's removing people from your life might look like you weren't emotionally equipped to handle the relationship. And that's okay. I've been there. I mean, shit, you're not always ready. You want it, but you're not always ready on that level. The next one says you want peace. Hey, sometimes there are folks in your life who cause a lot of chaos. They have a really good heart and all this stuff, but they cause more chaos than they do peace. There's just not it's an uneven balance. And, nothing against them. They're just not like on the starting lineup. They're not one of those folks. So, to remove them from your life isn't bad. The next one is you don't feel heard. For sure, if you're connecting and, trying to communicate with someone that are not hearing you through their actions or their words or their behaviors, that's never a good feeling. Once you address that, then, you definitely, at some point there, you need to move on. That's a good one. The next one says you tried to work things out, but nothing improved. Yeah, there you go. You tried. Key word there is you fucking tried. Doesn't always work, and it didn't improve. It happens. At least you know that. At least you tried, Yeah, all right, let me turn this motherfucker off. Okay. Next one is you want to be healthy. That could look like a bajillion different things. Physical health, mental health, whatever health, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you want to be healthy, this person doesn't. Whatever the case is. Some people engage in some really negative shit. You tried implementing boundaries and they weren't respected. Well, that's huge. Implementing boundaries takes a lot of balls. Really does. Yeah, it's like tough love 101. So yeah, if they're not respecting that, you got to cut the tie. You got to remove them. All right. Next one here says you love someone, but the relationship isn't healthy. That's tough as fuck. There's very few words to really kind of break that one down. It's tough. There was a quote I saw that I shared. It said, you cannot save people, you can only love them. And that's the case here. And sometimes you love yourself, like the first bullet point says, you have to cut the ties with them. All right, and the second to last one says, your values do not align with the person you cut off. Hey, you got to have values, right? You got to have these things that mean something to you. And if, in this case, it sounds like, any close relationship doesn't have to be romantic, but if your values don't align, it's eventually at some point going to show itself. And then lastly, it says, you've had enough. You've just had enough. Some people get 15 strikes, and they fucking blow all of them. And then when they're out of 15 strikes, then that's it. You've had enough. There's only so much. You got to know when to trim the fat, when to take care of business, and, when to address these things. Hey, this isn't easy. I don't think I could do all these just easy peasy. But, they are healthy. It's great to go over. A lot of valid points here. So, again, this is from Instagram, and it is from Nedra Tawab, and it's removing people from your life. So how that looks. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. Definitely one of those tough love motherfuckers. All right, so we're gonna get on, and we're gonna do we're gonna read some fucking poetry and see what the hell that sounds like.
Marijuana smells good. Marijuana.
All right, so we're going to rock and roll with a haiku moment. Read some more haiku. Really enjoying this. Going to start on page 107, which is an awesome Lesson Jake song. 107, check it out. All right, here goes. 10 minutes to 5. The goldfish swim back and forth. That's great. Light morning mist. Only the roller coaster rises above the trees. That's cool. Waves crash against the pier. The bottle slips from my hand. Christmas night, the silence behind the wind. Northern lights, my breath on the window. Mother lode country, each morning my eyes search the same mountain. Early morning, fishing boat full of pelicans. Orange carp, lost in the reflection, red maple leaves. With each receding wave, the sound of pebbles. Already the bees have discovered the flowers on the new grave. Dry creek bed, old cottonwood, leans on its shadows. A white horse drinks from the aquia, blossoming locust. The old irrigation ditch gathering in autumn dust haze. For this one moment curved the horned owl's flight above the frozen meadow. The elk herd moving down the ridge and early snow. Early blizzard, the faintest cries of wild geese in the dark, in the snow. In the morning sun, 2 white horses, the autumn aspen. Field of wild iris, the pinto pony kicks up the heels. Before first light, the wild plum blossoms whiten the dry ditch. In the last light, a hummingbird moth visits the white petunia. And after drifting towards sleep, spring peepers. Summer shadow, still the mockingbird splashes in the bird bath. Last night's rain, a curl in the leaf where a caterpillar sleeps. Turtle skeleton, ants going in one leg and out the other. Yeesh. Dusk dimming, a bat drinks from the pool without a pause of wing. Cool. November morning, the heron's leg lost in steam. No breeze, the branch where a bird was. Cow pasture, beyond, no trespassing, egrets. Sunflowers, one facing the other way. The way the breeze ruffles his fur, dead cat. Yeesh. Even in the owl's swoop, no sound. Barren maple in a spider's web, a dry leaf. Box turtle all night staring at the ceiling. Coming in on the tide, the moon. Raining again, peony steams are long. My tracks, their tracks, suddenly face to face with returning geese. Ugh. Snowstorm, the old snowman leaning into it. Winter thaw, the deer's blood still frozen to its face. Brutal. That's brutal. Without a breeze, the silence of the wind chime by the steam. Excuse me, let me start over. Without a breeze, the silence of the wind chime by the stream. Glass doors, the old cat pauses before entering the night. Nameless, again the windowsill plant insists on blooming. What a fucking awesome one. I love that last one. Nameless, again the windowsill plant insists on blooming. That's cool. Alright, well fucking A, there we go. Motherfucker, what's up?
You.
No, fuck you, bro. What the fuck, motherfucker? What the fuck, piece of shit?
Fuck you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, motherfucker.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Anyway, that's it. Shit. Now on, we're going to do the True Blue play. This is a True Blue song of the motherfucking week.
Marijuana smells good. Marijuana smells good.
Well, yes, it does. I remember going to concerts as a kid. Didn't smoke weed, obviously, then. And marijuana smelled so distinct at concerts. And then when my friends would smoke it or whatever, it would smell way different. Concert marijuana always has a different scent. At least it did back in like the late 90s. So I chose a song by Joy Division called Disorder. It's off of Unknown Pleasures, which is their first album. It came out June 15th, 1979. This is my favorite Joy Division song. I love it. It's very punk, very post-punk, goth, whatever we want to call it. Opens with the drums with really cool, like kind of like late 70s punk beat, and then all of a sudden this fast, fuzzy bass line comes in, and then once the guitars and Ian Curtis's voice comes in, it's just right away you can tell it's a great song. Right away you know this song is going to have energy. It's going to have great lyrics. It's going to have great changes. It's going to have just a great mix. Great mix of the time, of the late 70s of England. Lyrics are on point. Just great lyrics. I'm going to read them here in just a minute. Just really one of the best Joy Division songs. Happens to be the first song on their first album. I'm a big first song guy. I love me some first songs. It's, you got to make a good impression. But this one is great. And really, it's my favorite from them. Excuse me. They have a ton of great songs. Novelty, Atmosphere, but Disorder is their best. It's such a great Joy Division song. It's got everything that you want out of Joy Division, in my opinion. Or it's very versatile from what they can offer, which is really cool. I first heard of Joy Division on the Trouble, that punk band from Boston. They did, I think, Insight, and I thought it was awesome. And then I would see other people from bands wearing Joy Division shirts, and the name always stuck out to me, Joy Division. It was just so distinct. And then seeing their logo of Unknown Pleasures, which you see everywhere now, it's just one of those things that kind of just sticks with you. So I'm going to read the lyrics for Disorder. I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by my hand. I already fucked up. Tell you what, man. All right, let's start over. I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by the hand. Could these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man? Lose sensations, spare the insults, leave them for another day. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, take the shock away. It's getting faster, moving faster now. It's getting out of hand. On the 10th floor, down the back stairs, it's a no man's land. Lights are flashing, cars are crashing, getting frequent now. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, let it out somehow. What means to you, what means to me, and we will meet again. I'm watching you, I'm watching, oh, I'll take no pity from your friends. Who is right, who can tell, and who gives a damn right now? Until the spirit, new sensation takes hold, then you know. Until the spirit, new sensation takes hold, then you know. Until the spirit, sensation takes hold, then you know. I've got the spirit, but lose the feeling. I've got the spirit, but lose the feeling. Feeling, 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 feeling. Great lyrics. They just read so well, so poetic, so vulnerable, so honest. What means to you, what means to me, and we will meet again. I love that. And I remember when I first heard it, I really loved when he goes, lights are flashing, cars are crashing. That's so cool. And then just the first line, I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by the hand. Could these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man? Just great. Great introspective lyrics, just so passionate, very honest, very, very raw. So I'm going to add this to the True Blue playlist. You can find it on my Instagram at True Blue Podcast. You can look me on Spotify. It's Donnie Pepperoni, Donnie with a Y, Pepperoni with a pepperoni. So yeah, I just love that song. Love it, love it, love it. I'm just so happy to share it with you guys. Go check it out. So yeah, shit, that was the fucking jam. There you have it. Session 32, the True Blue Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Zach Sicardi. You guys have a great week, and thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Just